it's Ruby. Welcome back to my channel. As I mentioned in my last video, today I'm gonna be talking about how I studied English for the last 3 years, especially about English speaking skills. But I'm not in the position to tell or teach someone the right answer. Also, I think there's no such thing like answer when it comes to learning how to speak English, because everyone has different level of English and they must need different things. So today, just sharing how I got to reach this level of English is better for everyone, I think. So I'm gonna explain it ear by ear, and let's get started. Okay, this one is telling my age, and actually I'm 26 because this one is Korean age. Anyway, and there's a beginner, intermediate, advanced. It's a level of English, and on the top there must be a native speaker. So till I went to elementary school, I've never had any language education, but since I entered a formal Korean education, I had to meet a friend who named English, and the time went by. I got stressed more and more, but I just needed to push myself to keep studying English without any specific goal. It was just for the score and just because others did it, and it came to me really as a study thing, even it was just one language like Korean, because the education focused on learning grammar and vocabulary. So I could say in this period my English was slightly improved, but it was way far from real English ability. So after finishing KSAT, of course I stopped studying English, and I thought that I could say goodbye to my friend English, but it was totally not. I had to see this friend in the university time to time, and for TOEIC test or like TOEIC speaking test and blah 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 to get a job, and it kept following me, but I was still in the beginner. Anyway, to make a long story short, my English sucked. So in this point, I really hate the English, and at the same time I really want to be good at English. So when I was in 4th grade, I think it was here, 4th grade, I decided to take 1 year off from my university. So my real English study was started from here, and my English was improved a lot in 1 year and in Korea. And I'm sure that the 80% of my English ability was made in this period in Korea. So I'm gonna tell you what I did in this period. So what I did in this period, I just tried all my best to be surrounded by English. But first, I quite focused on grammars in the beginning, but it doesn't mean that I just try to memorize all the grammar rules and didn't practice speaking English. I just wanted to understand the basic sentence structures and how I can change it to negative one and question thing, because my brain was already grown up and it was not working like a baby. So I needed to understand how it worked, and then I was able to create my own sentence and utilize it to another thing. So now that I think about it, that period made me have the ability that I can distinguish between wrong and right sentences, and also the ability that I can study English by myself. Yeah, so I think that's it for grammar thing. And here's more important thing, and I'm gonna tell you 4 ways that I did, and I'm sure that these ways made my English ability like this. Okay, first I changed my environment. I quit watching TV and especially Korean drama since I decided to study real English. And I changed my cell phone language to English and added lots of English speaker on my Instagram and YouTube, and it didn't matter how much I understood it. And I went to English speaking academy. I just tried all my best to put myself in the English environment in Korea. And second, I made every single word from my mouth in English. I started to talk to myself. For example, when I ate something alone, I just said, "Oh, it tastes good. It's good. It isn't good. Like, is it good? Like, how does it taste?" I try to change it, and I acted like I'm in the real situation. And I also talk to my family in English, even they didn't understand. And of course, in the beginning, they must have thought I was too much or a little bit weird, funny, but they just got used to it so fast and they don't care anymore. And it was not only speaking but also writing. Whenever I wanted to post something on my Instagram, I tried to type in English. Of course, in this period there were lots of things I couldn't express in English, but whenever I faced them, I searched right away and practiced till I could say it naturally. And third, when I found sentences I want to use while I was watching YouTube or movie, I just stopped and practiced a lot. It sounds similar to shadowing, but I didn't practice every single word in the video or movie because I don't think I'm gonna use all of them. Of course, I find something that I don't understand, I need to search and practice a little bit, like a pronunciate or something. But I only practice a lot when I find something that I really want to use. For example, there was one YouTuber who said like this: "Oh, I'm so fortunate that everything I lost has been returned to me." And right after I heard this sentence, I stopped and practiced a lot because it was exactly what I wanted to say. And I kept practicing until I find the right moment that I can use this sentence. And once I used it when the right moment came and I used it, and after that I felt like it became really mine, become my sentence from that moment. Okay, last one. I wrote a diary in English every day. I started to write a diary about my daily life. I was able to write what I did and what I ate, what time I went to bed, like this kind of easy stuff, and it was quite fast to get used to it. But as time went by, I didn't know what to write, and I realized that knowing what I want to say and making my own opinions about lots of subjects were really important for me to improve my English. So I found one list online, and there were lots of questions like, oh, which color do you like, and do you have any role model in your life, or do you do exercising every day? So every day I picked one subject and I made the answer, my own answers. And during this process, I was able to know what I wanted to say and what I like. So how I feel about something. Also found out which vocabularies that I needed to learn and which expressions I need to know more. So after correcting my diary, I also practiced to speak out about my diary. So all this process made my English improved a lot. Whew.